Hello everyone, I'm Phoenix Tremayne, and this is your Days of Our Lives spoilers for the week of Monday, January 27th. But first, if you haven't done so, please take a minute to subscribe. If you have subscribed, thank you very much. And also, please join me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. On Twitter, I can get you soap information daily, much faster than waiting for the end of the week. I've also put soap information on Instagram, as well as motivational things, health and fitness, and other entertainment news. And in the Facebook group, you can join the soap fam and talk about the soaps and post things from old soaps, new soaps, and just enjoy being with people who enjoy soaps just like you. Of course, unfortunately, we got the bad news today about Kobe Bryant and his daughter dying. So, let's all wish them peace tonight in the prayers. And I'm gonna get to your spoilers. The first page will tell you what happened each day. The second page of spoilers I'm gonna read to you is gonna tell you the bulk spoilers, but it won't tell you what day is going to happen, but it does give you additional information. And then I'm just going to talk a little bit about what happened this week. So let's go. On Monday, January 27th, Brady and Kristen bond as they grieve over their daughter. Will and Sierra debate whether or not they should come forward with the truth. Sonny and Evan grow closer. Kristen stirs up trouble for Eric and Nicole. On Tuesday, January 28th, John and Steve run into familiar faces as they search for Stefano. You do know that based on a promo, Dr. Rolf is one of the people they run into. Kate realizes Marlena is in danger. Gina is rattled when Shawn arrives in Salem at Rafe's behest, which brings Brandon Beamer back to Days of Our Lives. Lonnie learns that Eli and Gabby are getting married. On Wednesday, January 29th, Kate confronts Gina about her and Stefano's plans for John and Marlena. Anna, Tony, and John are shocked when Steve lashes out at Anna. Rafe is stunned when Shawn explains his theory about his mother's strange behavior. Basically, he lets the cat out the bag. He point blank figures out quickly that Hope has become Gina, especially when he hears that Rolf has been back in town. So this whole Princess Gina thing is wrapping up. I know a lot of you wanted the Princess Gina storyline to end, and once the good guys figure out the secret, it's basically over. Chad grills Kristen about her meeting with Stefano. On Days of Our Lives spoilers for Thursday, January 30th, Princess Gina tries to lure Marlena into a trap. John grows suspicious of Steve. Rafe and Shawn desperately try to track down Gina. A guilt-ridden Kate makes a confession. Dr. Rolf surfaces when William Ute returns to Days of Our Lives. And then on Friday, January 31st, Steve informs Marlena that John is dead. Chad and Abigail make a startling discovery. Believing Nicole is with Brady, Eric turns to someone else for comfort, Sarah. If you saw the picture that they showed, I think it showed Sarah and Eric kissing. Brady is thrown by Xander's urgent request. And that's it. Now we're going to go to the day's bulk spoilers. Saving Mickey becomes a tangled test. Xander cannot hide his baby switch secret forever, but he is going to try. Sonny keeps trusting sneaky Evan. Sierra and Will discuss how to deal with her news. He is disgusted by what Victor did. Eric feels betrayed again. Marlena is threatened. Eli's mind tries to warn him about Gabby. Shawn is here to help Rafe and gets a clue. He puts Hope to a telling test. Gina lies to John and Marlena is no more. Shawn realizes Hope is really Gina and super shocks Rafe. Now they need to find her. Kate accuses Gina to her face. Evan knows something significant. Eric leans on someone unexpected. Brady and Kristen are there for one another. Brady is baffled by Xander's bizarre demand. Lonnie wants to stop Eli and Gabby's wedding. Steve makes a slip and verbally attacks Anna. Chad interrogates Kristen. Kate fears for Marlena's safety. Tony and John question Steve's state of mind. Kate confesses, but is a little too late. Steve lies to Marlena, and John John lost his life. Kristen wants to ruin Eric's relationship. John's past comes back to bite him. Chad and Abigail do the math, and somebody's MIA, missing in action. So those are your spools for this week. It looks like they're really ramping up and winding down. The Time Jump storyline, from what I read, should end in February by Valentine's Day. So we probably only have another 3 weeks of the Time Jump stories, and then we'll see if they will just continue with new stories or if they are going to reveal that it's been a dream. Other news, and this is a rumor, it has been fact checked yet, but they're saying that it wasn't Maggie that ran Adrian and I don't know, I forget these characters' names, and Sarah off the road, that it was actually Summer. Now, when we saw Maggie, she was already run off the road, and she was, out of it, so she doesn't know what happened. But I was saying on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram that I really can't wait to see what Susan Rogers does with the information that I'm finding out that she basically killed her Adrian, and she killed her grandchild. And I know some soap fans get so upset when bad things happen, but this is when the actors give us their best and they really dig deep with the emotions, and this is when you fall in love with the characters the most. And I really think that she has what it takes to give us an Emmy-winning performance. And so I hope Susan Rogers takes this and does a great job with it. But the rumor that I saw is her get out of jail free card is that it was actually Summer driving and not Maggie that ran them off the road. But we'll see if that turns out to be true. This week, it was a long week. I didn't think it needed to be 5 days. The flashbacks really filled us in on the final Time Jump secrets as promised. We got to see Haley go tumbling down the stairs. We saw that spoilers that some other sites have said that Kristen was in a haze when it happened. That's not what happened. She grabbed her, and Haley looked back, pulled away, and went tumbling down the stairs. She didn't push her or anything like that, but she was in shock, finding her baby's dead, then Haley's dead, and she just went in shock and went to the room. We saw the baby switch. There are some people that believe there's this phantom third baby. I watched the same show that you did. There were only 2 babies in the bassinets, Brady's and Sarah's. I don't think there's going to be a third baby complicating the situation. Even though they said the doctor was off helping some other woman, it was labeled, okay? So I think that, let's keep it simple, that Brady baby was switched with Sarah's baby. Sarah baby died. And, Kristen and Brady's baby lived. And some people were also speculating that, they're not even really the parents, it's Rolf. No, in order to save the baby, Brady's son, Brady must use his kid probably to save their baby. So that means genetically it has to be right. So don't let all these extra things people are saying throw you off. It is what it is. If there's with the Time Jump storyline wrapping up, it doesn't make sense to add a third baby when the storyline's ending. So that's I think the performer of the week was actually Sonny, and I don't usually say this, but Freddie did a great job with the shock of his mother dying, and Will did it. I think Freddie definitely was the performer of the week, even though, as always, Stacey Hayduck is one of my favorites, and she did a great job too. But Freddie just knocked it out the park. Justin was okay, but Freddie really gave me the emotion I was looking for with that death. And like I said, I think it's all gonna be a dream. So that's why I'm not upset that anybody died or got switched or whatever, because I think that when whoever wakes up, Jennifer, whoever wakes up, we're gonna get a whole new reset of what really happened over this past year. So that's it. It was a long week to get to the point. I actually watched the soaps out of order. I watched Friday episode first, and then I watched the whole week backwards. I watched Friday, then Thursday, then Wednesday and Tuesday. I watched Mondays when it came on, but I just realized that I watched the week backwards. But hey, it was still a good week. It's still a good show. I like that they're wrapping up the storylines because I'm ready for something new. And let me know in the comment section, are you ready for new storylines? And I guess the last thing I'll say is that in the Facebook group, I posted a Days of Our Lives retrospective of major events that happened over the last 50 years. And I was like blown away at a lot of things I missed because I wasn't watching Days way back when. I was watching One Life to Live, Mama Children. So I wish I saw most of those scenes that came on. It just reminded me how great this show can be, and as good as it is now, we do need a little more of that Days of Our Lives magic from the past to sink into these scripts to make the next 50 years memorable. So fingers crossed. Thanks for watching. I'm Tremayne. I will catch you in the next video.